Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, 25th of April, 2019. It's another one of those great days. Kind of day where you just want to stay in bed and sleep. But sadly, you don't have any passive income coming, so you need to work. I'm still pondering about what I can do to get a passive income. Right now would be the right time to get that. But something that you must know about when you're developing an online business is that it takes a lot of dedication. You need to be on there like 24/7. And sadly, right now, it's not something I can do. Give me a second. Yeah, sadly, right now, it's not something I can do. I explained to my mom before that running an online business is 24/7. You have to keep up with your ads, you have to keep up with your links, you always have to make sure you're on top, you have to sell yourself out, make publicity. It's a constant work of getting more view. The more you are viewed, the links that you have, the more chance you get to make money. And people buy online every day, but it's a matter of offering the right product online, something that people want on a regular basis and not get screwed. And running a business on eBay, running a business on Amazon, every selling platform, every link to other retail platforms, those are all good venue to make money online. A YouTube channel like this one is just my daily vlog, but I'm talking to you about my daily life. But it's not a channel about I'm promoting crap or anything else. It's just me talking about my life every day. And a YouTube channel, you would have to find something that people will love to see, get entertained, and sit minutes on end on watching you. And the last year and a half, 3 guys that made that success is 3 young men from Georgia that are diving, jiggling with Jordan, Dale Almighty, and the other guy. And these 3 guys, they're diving, they're filming, they exploit, doing dive and picking up stuff from the bottom of the river, what they call treasure. And they're having fun every day, and they're very entertaining, and they know how to sell themselves out. And I was talking about the gas yesterday, 143.9 today, 1 more cents. Anyway, they know how to sell themselves out and make publicity and get affiliate and sell more. They know how to do that. And these 3 guys, now they're living the dream because they get to do what they love, which is diving on a regular basis and make tons of money out of it. Usually they hit about 1 million views per episode that they make, and 1 million view ranks in about $5,000-6,000 a piece, sometime up to $10,000 depending on which advertiser you have. So yeah, it's a good venue, but you have to work really hard, you have to be dedicated, you have to give it a lot of free times. For me, the only time I'm doing YouTube video is when I'm in my car and I'm going to work, which is like the only free time I have to talk about anything. And some people will say like, how come you don't focus on driving? Well, I've been driving for 27 years now, so it's second nature to me. There is no issue for me driving whatsoever. I'm not a young driver. So building a passive income is it's not as easy as it seems, and it takes dedication and being committed, just like my company names imply. And you really need to put your heart out in it if you want to make it. Because once you reach that magical number of 100,000 followers, then things starts being profitable. For me, when I had my prior channel, I had 25,000 followers, and back in the days, YouTube was paying me $350-60 a month for all the work I did. So for me, that was a passive income that was paying the rent. But today, I would if I wouldn't quit, I would have not quit. I would probably have like 100,000 or 200,000 followers, which would probably rank in about $1,000, $2,000 a month, which for me would be like plenty sufficient. But for now, it's just a vlog, a daily vlog, and I don't do professional editing because I don't have the time and energy for that. When I come home, my computer is for resting, unwind, rest my mind, decompress, and I could say that it's not my day that is the most stressful or the most it's not just not stressful, but for me right now it's a disappointment that I have to go to work and earn so little money that it doesn't reach my expectation. And the apartment where I am is so bad, it's in decay. I'm not saying that it's a mess or anything, but I mean the walls, the floor, the ground, everything around that apartment is so old that it's in decay. And I'm sure that we're breathing microbes or other things that it's not good for our health. So my energy level is not that high. What would motivate me if I was to move from there. But again, in order to move from there, I need money and I need proper income to be able to pay for a higher rent. Because me and my wife, we would love to have a bigger space where we could store our stuff and work, have a little work room, and instead of having our living room and my room or my basement. So, those are all little situations that are very annoying in life. And it's been a long time since we've been doing in mediocrity, and it's time to rise up, but it's the energy and the motivation that is not there because I'm stuck where I am. And it's not I'm not trying to find a job. I'm really trying my best to sell myself properly and attract people's attentions and make them understand that I'm a valued employee. But finding a place where you will be appreciated and you will contribute, you will be a member of the team, it's always really hard. Because at the time when they were looking for someone, they were looking for someone to do a specific job. They don't want somebody to do everything. And that's what I specialize at. I'm someone that do everything. And when I do one single thing, it bores me to death. And I told last time, the lady I went to the interview, I told her that I'm not a drone. I will be very unhappy if I end up at a job where I do the same shit every day. It's not my forte. And she said, well, it's a high technology company, they make batteries and so on and so on. But like for me, there's nothing to do there. The more I think about it and I check the website and then I saw which company it is, and I'm not impressed. It's not something that really attracted me. And for me, $1.50 more per hour would make just barely a $40 difference on my pay, instead of being like close to $100 difference. So that's why I always post that I need $20 an hour to come in the range of pay I need. As you can see outside, it's really great. And it's just 5 degrees this morning. So this morning my painter texted me saying he wasn't coming in. He wasn't coming to work. And the load work that we have is in correlation with the steel production department. And if the steel production department doesn't match up our rate of work, well, we don't have anything to do. So again, I'm gonna do something today, and then it's gonna be like I have nothing else to do. So this job right now, it's starting to reach a certain level of disappointment because it's not full time like it was last year. Last year I had painting every day and work every day, and it was very satisfactory. because it was fresh, it was something new. I was someone over there, I was something important, I was playing a role. You know, somewhat I understand the millennial when they say like they want to do all the same thing that I want to do, because it's not fun when you're doing a job every day and it's a drone job. It's gonna be it's like when Pinky in the Brain, when he says, "What are we gonna do tonight, Pinky? Brain?" And he say the same thing we do every night, Pinky. We try to take over the world, but it's like they keep trying the same thing over and over. Different plans, but they keep try to take over the world instead of doing other more creative things, which could help them take over the world. So that's what I say. Like doing the same shit over and over is not it's not a good venue. One of the guy that works in a steel department, his job is to sand the weld, clean the box, make them clean. And this guy's been there for a year and 2 months. And the guy's probably way older than me, probably in his 50s, past his 50s. And he doesn't speak French or English very well. He doesn't speak French at all, and he doesn't speak English very well. And he's been doing that job for a year and 2 months. And in March, I congratulate him on the persistence that he showed coming to work every day. But sometimes you don't have a choice. You know, you don't have a choice to do the job you have to do because there's nothing else. Right now, where I'm standing at, I'm at 45 years old. I have a huge array of talents that I can do. I'm a very versatile person, and it's not easy for me anymore to get a job. Before it was easier. 2 years ago it was easier because I could find a job within a week. But now it's getting more and more difficult to get a job. And each interview I get, it's always a disappointment. They want to know if I have a criminal record, then they just cancel everything. And then I want $20 an hour, which they don't offer. They have less. It's always something else that really blocked me from moving forward from there. And I have to consider myself fortunate that I have this job and I can be worry-free and carefree about it, and not show up to work some days and come in late and so on and so on. But that's like I'm part of the management, so he doesn't look at this. And I told him that I have a health issue. I'm not getting any younger, and these jobs keep getting harder. And it's always a challenge. I like the fact that it keeps me in shape, but it doesn't keep me in good health. It's a lot of physical labor, and that too. When I post for a job, I'm not looking for a job where it's physical labor. I'm looking for a job where I'm going to take things easier and use more my brain and my talents for the production of the company. And this is something that a lot of companies don't have anymore. They're just looking for production drones, one after the others, and cheaper after the others. And most of the time say like, why would we hire you? Well, because I got this huge array of talents and skills that I want to contribute to a company where I'm going to feel appreciated. And a lot of time for them, that's a turn down, because they want to hire people. They want them to do a job with the less effort and the less contribution. At Schneider's, when they hire a new employee, it costs them $1,000 each time, because they have to give him a training and this, a day doing that, and all sorts of little things that you're going to spend doing the time you're going to be in training until you're ready to work at 100%. It's going to cost them $1,000. And for me, it cost them even more because they bought me glasses. They bought me safety glasses. And I was very fortunate about that I got brand new glasses for there. I stayed there for like barely 3 months. And the pressure, and I was still under depression back then. And I didn't like the way I was being treated and how illogical the workload was. It was well thought out, but it wasn't made in a way that you can be very productive very fast. you had to do all these steps before you start assembling the product, and that for me that was a waste of time. The pay was good, but it was a waste of time. So that's why I moved on from there and just find another job. And actually, the fortunate thing for me is that the director at Needler, he came seeking me because that's what he needed. He needed a man that could do everything, that wouldn't be bored with anything and would be in constant movement and everything like this. And I did a lot of work there and I contributed a lot there. I'm really happy about that. But the fact that this year I was denied a raise when I needed the most, that really pushed my button. And what's going to happen is that my painter won't stay there very long. And me neither. I'm looking for another job as well. So they're going to end up with two people that are criticals, but expensive for them in their point of view. And they're going to lose all these peoples. And the sad thing is that they don't learn a lesson from anything of that. They just move on to hire someone else. But very often, there's only one of me. And try to find someone else like me is going to be really hard. They're going to hire someone that has experience in that field. And it's going to be the same deal because that person won't do exactly that all the time. And that's going to piss them off. It's going to disappoint them. They say like, well, I'm a painter. I want to do painting. That's what I want to do. That's what I study for. That's what I train for. And then that person's going to do other awful job over there that they don't like. So anyway, it's getting very long. It took me a whole 17 minutes to get to work. So anyway, in short, if you're young and you're looking for a job, try to really think what you really want to do in your life. And if you're my age and you're looking for a job, try your best to find something that it's going to be at least a decent pay, even though that the happiness won't be there. Because in the stage that we are now, it's a matter of survival. And the rate of the price of gas that's going up, it's incredible. It's utterly stupid. I have to put gas in my car for $1.43 a liter, which is going to be like, thank God I didn't drive so much this week. I only did 222 kilometers and it's only Thursday. So what's going to happen this year is I won't be able to go to my customers and to my job because the gas is going to be so expensive. I won't be able to go around and fix people's stuff and do work. So it penalized me. Anyway, on this gloomy day and this gray day, I wish that you're gonna have at least some good news and some positive news that I hope I'm gonna have just as well. Have a good day, everyone.